Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's episode we are going to make a vegan vegetable soup or vegan vegetable sauce or stew. It's a combination of spinach and kale. In this video I'll be using 600 grams of kale, 500 grams of spinach. Open it up, wash them carefully and then slice them before we go forward. Alright, so every ingredient is now carefully rinsed, washed and cleansed. Okay, please make sure you take your time, prep everything before you start. That way your cooking process will go as fast as possible. I have a combination of vegetables. What I've got here is 2 onions. Okay, so I'm using the white onion, but if you have the purple one, please go for that one. You can notice here some red Scotch bonnet peppers, precisely 3 pieces of that. So use peppers according to what you can tolerate. I'm someone that likes to eat a lot of spicy meals. Okay, all right, so here I've got some garlic. This is 1 set of garlic cloves. Notice some Serano chilies here, just about a little handful. Over here is some Tatashie peppers. You can go for the red bell pepper if you prefer, but for this recipe I'm using the long ones. Using precisely 6 pieces of these peppers. Off camera you can notice I have taken my time to deseed it. This is very, very important, otherwise your meals will be bitter. So make sure you take your time and remove every seed from it. Large green chili. Of course you will need salt to taste, and what I have here is salt. Here is some vegetable seasoning. Use any vegetable seasoning of your choice. You will notice here I have some tofu. Tofu is highly proteinous. Whether or not you're a vegan, you can go for it. I used to be a vegan for about 15 good years. Yes, during my university days. You can replace the tofu with tempeh if you prefer. Tempeh is a good substitute for tofu. When I make vegan recipes for you, trust me, it is authentic. You will enjoy it. That is because I'm a good vegan cook. The spices I added to the tofu is just a little quantity of turmeric, paprika, and also vegetable cubes. And then use vegetable oil to marinate it overnight. If you're marinating overnight, please don't add salt to it because salt is going to affect the authenticity of the tofu. Yes, so don't add salt if you're marinating overnight. This recipe I'll be using 700 grams of mushrooms. I have some palm oil. It is an essential ingredient. If you can't find it, then use vegetable oil as substitute. I introduced the vegetables earlier on. This is the kale and then the spinach. Everything is now ready. Let's get cooking. We're going to transfer everything I have mentioned here into the food processor. You have food processor, you don't have too much problems in the kitchen. Alright, so it's a vital equipment to have right there in the kitchen. It makes life so easy. Okay guys, so the very first thing we are going to do right now is to fry the tofu. Now you can as well go ahead and then bake it or grill it, whichever one you want to do. I'm going to fry it because that way it's going to help with the flavor of the soup. So I'll begin dropping them gradually into the preheated oil. I have here some little quantity of oil. You don't need too much oil to fry it. And we're going to do this on medium settings. You don't want it to be too dry. Just fry between 3 minutes to 5 minutes or somewhere thereabouts, and then bring them all out from the oil. Guys, it smells so good already. I love tofu. So whether you're a vegan or non-vegan person, you can actually snack or enjoy tofu. It's highly proteinous. Okay guys, this one now is ready. I'll set it out and continue frying the rest. Dropping them here enables them to drain excess oil, so please use a kitchen tissue paper to place them. Oh my guys, it smells good. Only God knows how I'm going to descend on this tofu. I'll just place these ones and do the same process. Look how beautiful they all turned out. Oh, just check out how beautiful it turned out. You see how it's bouncing? You see? Very elastic. Oh my goodness. My God. I don't cool. Adding the oil I used to fry the tofu. You can see how beautiful the oil is. This oil is still having the flavor that comes from the tofu. That's why I want to use it to tackle the mushroom. a little bit of vegetable seasoning. I'll drizzle salt to taste, and then take your time and coat everything very well. Make sure you're doing this on high heat. So 1 to 2 minutes later, it's ready. I'm going to remove it. Notice that it has released a lot of water. So this water here, don't throw it away. You can save it in your freezer and even cook it up to 5 minutes until everything here dries up completely. But no, I'm trying to preserve the health benefits from the mushroom. So I'll go ahead now and remove them from heat. I'm going to set this liquid off. Like I said, please don't throw it away. Preserve it in your freezer. You can use it when you're making any other meal or stew. Add it to your stews. Don't waste it. This thing here is packed with flavors. But for this recipe, we don't need this water. Oil to the wok. And then I'll add a little bit of this oil. So you just need a little bit of oil. You guys don't eat too much oil. This is the right time to now put the peppers that we blended. I'll add some salt to taste. I'll also add some cubes. So use vegetable cubes of your choice. Alright, mix and combine. Cover this for exactly 15 to 20 good minutes. Give it time to fry or cook completely. We don't want any moisture in this pot. Guys, you're welcome back. 15 to 20 minutes later. I have been stirring this pot consistently for all this period of time. At this point in time, you can see oil is now floating at the surface. Okay? Yes, this is a clear indication that the sauce is ready. Go ahead and remove some of the sauce. I'm going to use this to eat some little plantains and yam off camera. Time to bring in the vegetables. So first I'll bring in the spinach. Naturally, the spinach contains a lot of moisture, so it's going to wilt down and then the juice will come out. Notice that the spinach has now wilted. I'll bring in the kale. Now let me remind you that a very good substitute for kale is the pumpkin leaf, that is the ogo. Yes, so the spinach is going to help the kale to, neutralize. Just keep watching and see how these vegetables are going to wilt down as if nothing has happened here. Oh my God, you see, this is why it is good to eat vegetables, because it contains a lot of water. Yes, so less calorie intake. It means you're living healthy. For those of us that enjoy a lot of meat, fish, chicken and all the rest of them, it's a healthy way to go. You can even pair this with your white boiled rice, pasta, plantains, yams, whatever you want to use it. It's an all-purpose stew, sauce or soup. You can enjoy it with whatever you want to. Trust me, you're going to have a fabulous experience. So my wonderful vegans, we are coming to the end of today's recipe. I hope I have been able to encourage you to hit that subscribe button. At the same time, share my videos with your friends and loved ones. Okay, all right, you can see it has now wilted. We will now bring in the mushrooms. At the same time, I will now throw in the tofu, some diced onions and tomatoes. Okay, so take your time, coat everything completely. Taste for seasoning, add whatever you want to add. I'll just turn off my heat. You don't want to cook it further. Alright, so this is our vegan vegetable soup. You can call it a foriro if you want. You can call it vegan stew if you want. So call it vegan sauce. Whichever one you choose to call it, there is still vegan vegetable thing in it. Okay, so here it is. I hope you have enjoyed it. Guys, oh my goodness, life is good.